Okay, so this tutorial is about how to mess with the basic effects that are set to every single clip. So I'm going to take this clip here, I'm going to drag it in, and this is the normal clip that we're watching right there. But if you click on it and go to Effect Controls, even though we haven't put any effects on it yet, there's some preset ones. And so that you must have clicked on size, rotation, motion there, because this is where you mess with those, and opacity, whatever. But so in motion, that's where you find all these basic ones. So if we want to change its position, you just click on this and scroll to the right, and that'll move it left and right like that. So left is left, right is right, obviously, and 960 is the middle. This is to the right is down, to the left is up, and then back to the middle. Scale, pretty obvious. That's right is larger, left is smaller. So you might want to move it smaller and then, move it over somewhere or whatever you're going to do there. And then rotation, pretty obvious. Rotate the image around where you want it. And that's about really all you need. Opacity, again, pretty obvious. You can make it see-through and go. And then if you've done anything in Photoshop, then blend mode becomes interesting too. I'll just drag this one over top of something. So if we put it over top of, let's put it over top of something better. So let's say this one, if you click on a blend mode, everything does something different. So multiply, screen. For a normal clip, this might not do anything that you really want it to, but it can add a cool effect, especially if you're dealing with like an all black background or, different things. You want to remove a color, like there's certain things that these blend modes will do automatically that maybe make it look something cool in there. But anyway, that's those. Now, so we dealt with size, rotation, a couple other things. Now we got to deal with motion. That's kind of the complicated one. So if we want this to have motion to it, and if you've done animation, then this is where this comes in. It might seem familiar to you. Any of these things that have this is a keyframe right here. So you can make it. So I'll just do a bunch here real quick. So if I added a keyframe right there, and then I went later on in the clip and added another keyframe, but then changed this, then what's going to happen is when I watch it, it's going to change the opacity as it goes. It's going to go from our first keyframe, which was right there, and it's going to drop down to disappear, okay, from our 100. Okay, so I'll do another one. And if you want to get rid of it afterwards, you can just click on this, and then it'll say the action will delete existing keyframes. Do you want to continue? Okay, so I got rid of those keyframes. So let's try another one on this. So if I wanted to change the scale, same thing. I can click. Now, notice there's no keyframe over here. So if I click on this, toggle animation, boom, that sets a keyframe. So it's at 41. And then I go later on in the clip, and I click another keyframe, but now I can increase it. Then when we watch it again, see how it increases in size. So I'll get rid of that one. Click on that. Don't want it anymore. So it stays there, but it'll stay at whatever you had. So if I want it back smaller, then I can put that there, but I'll leave it larger. And then same thing with the scale, the position. Same thing, you click on this thing, toggle animation. So if that's where I want it to start, let's say I just want it to drift across to the left. So I hit that keyframe and I move it over, and good enough. I watch it and it drifts over. If I go, I want more movement, you can add in other keyframes. So you can go partway in, take that, we're going to move it down there. So now what's going to happen is it's going to make a V. It's going to go down and then up. Okay, so that's these keyframes, that creates motion. If you want to get rid of individual ones, if you zoom far in, you can see as I scroll, I can now find those keyframes. They'll light up. See, there's one, boom, just lit up. I can find it. And if I'm like, I don't want that one anymore, I can just click on it and it gets rid of it, and it'll go back to just that left to right movement. And that's about it. Bye.